What is happening, guys? Tomorrow is finally the day, okay? That probably and hopefully changes everything for the better. Let us talk about it. Hello everyone, hope you guys are having an amazing day. XRP is around $2.36 in the red today. Come on, can we get some buying pressure, please? Just because of the beautiful news coming out tomorrow, guys. Okay, and we're not really seeing any buys happening. Instead, people are selling, but I don't understand why that's the case, because every other cryptocurrency that launched an ETF, guys, pumped. Okay, the day before and on the day. So yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but Justin from Guru, NASDAQ releases official listing notice for XRP spot XRP ETF. Okay, so it's officially going to be listed tomorrow, guys. The official listing notice for XRPC has arrived from NASDAQ. Looks like tomorrow is on for the launch. Okay, so XRPC is being listed, guys. I believe that's Canary Capital's XRP ETF. Okay, listing on 11/13 tomorrow. Now, what's odd to me is the date. Okay, this is where we talk about the dates, guys, and it comes back to it being tomorrow. Why is this fascinating? Well, this is why. Now, guys, there's the phone part of XRP in the XRP community. This is quite interesting. He's giving it away, right, from Elon Musk on 11/13 timestamp. Elon Musk once upon a time tweeted out in a galactic blink of an eye. Right? That's how fast it will happen, guys. Everything will happen quickly. Right? It doesn't happen gradually as we know it to be. It happens suddenly. Right? So could it be it's finally tomorrow? Right? Time. Then for Mr. Poole, on 11/13, the date itself, right? So this is going to be a delta, a perfect match for tomorrow's date. An astronaut in outer space. Okay, probably that's XRP mooning, perhaps. Then on 11/13 for the timestamp from Mr. Poole, the end he once upon a time stated as well. Right, so this is there's a lot of beautiful matches here, guys, that hopefully is, to me, I'm seeing it as bullish, right? The end, the journey's finally coming to an end, guys. Probably because the higher prices are about to be materialized. Okay, but when the end strikes, a new beginning arrives. So, with all that being said, here are the fees for all these ETFs, guys, for the XRP ETFs from these different entities that are going to launch an XRP ETF. So November 13th from Canary Funds, they got a 0.50%, which is approved. November 14th to the 18th, we got Franklin Templeton 19th to the 20th Bitwise with 0.34%, right? So the lowest, I believe, out of the bunch for fees. I think the reason why Canary has the highest here, it looks like, is because they're the first one out of the gate, right? So they could afford to do that. Why? Because it's the only ETF that's going to be launched for XRP first, right? But then when the others get launched, guys, it's going to be more competitive, right? Then it's going to probably drop. But 20th to 22nd, 21 shares, and then late November, Grayscale, guys. Okay, so Wall Street's 1.5 trillion plus in assets under management is coming for XRP, right? And it begins tomorrow. So what this all means to me is that there has to be a lot of liquidity entering XRP tomorrow, right? It happened literally with every other coin. It happened with Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, HBAR, and I believe Solana as well, guys. They all pumped. Minimum was 8%. The higher end, I believe, was 20-ish%. Okay, so hopefully there's a crazy pump here, guys, which makes sense to me because when liquidity floods in, right, and I know there's going to be a lot of demand actually, and even the people who are in the know are saying the same exact thing. There's going to be a bunch of demand, and if that's the case, guys, it's probably going to pump more than 10, more than 20, maybe even 30%. We'll wait and see. coming down here, Paul, where's the BlackRock ETF, right? Or where's BlackRock hiding in all of this? The CEO, Larry Fink, once upon a time was asked about an XRP ETF. He replied he can't answer, right? Because he's under contract, guys. He's under an NDA from Xena XRP. What is that? A BlackRock. They're most likely coming up soon, right? And when they do, that's literally the cherry on top. Okay, but we don't need to wait for them, right? Because it begins tomorrow from XRPCC. But what's odd to me is, you know who gets launched first? Canary Capital's XRP ETF. What is that? It comes out to CC, right? That's literally XRPCC's name, right? And he was the first to name himself this. See why? Because CC comes out to 33, right? Which is 33. Then they first launch in November of 2025, which they have always mentioned to watch out for November. Then not only that, but as well as on 11/13, another 13. So they're launching on 2 master numbers, and 13 is the moon dates, guys. Okay, so a bunch of rituals are already happening, right, for the first XRP ETF starting tomorrow. Now, Bitwise's Matt Hogan says, I think the XRP ETF will be a big success. The people who are insiders are stating this. And I believe it too. I surely do.
Of course, is the XRP ETFs. We had Steven on the other day, and he throws out some crazy numbers. And he's saying that there's a possibility he thinks that we could see double of what Solana has done so far. Do you agree with that in terms of the XRP ETF?
Yeah.
Double of what Solana did. And look at what he says here.
Yeah, I love Steve. I look forward to competing with him on XRP, but he's a good friend. Yes, I think there will be significant interest. The thing that people get wrong about crypto is an asset.
He said significant interest, guys. Okay, to me, it has to blow Solana, HBAR, Litecoins, ETFs volume out of the water. Okay, if XRP doesn't do that, then it's dead. Which I believe, and then that's how much I believe in XRP, right? And I know there will be a lot of demand, guys, just because XRP, we already know what XRP is, right? And these ETFs are going to open the TradFi pathway for anybody who's not really too into cryptos, guys, can flood their liquidity in easily. Plus, they're going to be buying it off the open market, which they'll have to back the reserves 1-to-1, right? Which will make XRP fly.
Like XRP definitely has divisive views in the community. There are many crypto people who love it, and there are many people who are skeptical of it. The thing about ETF flows is the people who are skeptical don't matter. All that matters is that there are people who are excited to buy it. That's why you see high inflows. So I think the mistake people make when they estimate something like an XRP ETF is they take the median view of XRP in the crypto community. It doesn't matter. It's that there's a strong, committed community of people who are excited for this product, and they will allocate. So I think XRP will be a big success. I don't know if it will double Solana, but it will.
A big success, guys. That's all I needed to hear. Okay. Now, the fund begins in the next 49 to 72 hours. Seed capital alone equals $100 to $400 million plus buying in the next 48 hours. Confirmed 11 XRP ETF products now in pre-launch. And realistic seed per product, 10 to 45 million. Total force buying before trading starts, over 100 million to 500 million. At current price, 45 to 200 million XRP vacuumed up this week. So we're about to see millions upon millions upon millions of XRP being scooped up, guys, right, by these large entities. Why? Because of all this demand. Grayscale tweets out, Grayscale XRP Trust is open to eligible accredited investors seeking exposure to XRP, which powers the XRP ledger, a distributed network used for cross-border payments. Right now, they're starting to wake up, guys. Right, the ad campaigns are going to balloon. The same thing that happened with Bitcoin's ETF launch, and it's already beginning. Right, this is like the pre-show, so get excited. Today, Mr. Poole told us a smiley face, which the dump has already occurred. So from here on, hopefully, it actually means a happy face. Right, good times are incoming. Then, for 11/13, Mr. Poole said, we should be on Mars quite soon, right? On a different planet. Now, XRP is getting ready to decouple from Bitcoin and Ethereum, just like gold did from the rest of the market, right? I mean, I have been saying that, guys. I have been saying that when the ETFs are launched, I believe in a decoupling event for XRP solely. Okay, so let's listen to this.
But now we're seeing the trend of gold no longer reflecting monetary policy anymore. Basically, its purpose is, again, acknowledged in a different way as a store of value, more of intrinsic value in its role in the broader financial landscape. And I think XRP gradually will undergo some similar shift where it will decouple from Bitcoin, where it will decouple from the rest of the market, because its recognition, like gold, is going to be independent from something that is speculative to these cycles. And to my brother's point, but now we're seeing...
Yes, indeed. We're about to see a glimpse of it tomorrow, hopefully, right? This like decoupling event, but the true decoupling only happens after the collapse, I believe. Okay, when XRP goes in one direction and everything else goes in the other. So from Kenny, here's a breakdown, right? All these ETFs are going to launch quite soon, guys. Once tomorrow, and the rest in 7 to 14 days. A lot of liquidity about to pour in. Remember, it's always been price first than law. Okay? So, I'm ready, guys. Everything in life happens, everything in life occurs abruptly. It would make sense, right? Since all these ETFs are about to launch. Then from G9, now Prosper. Okay, all green. From Ripple Riddler on 11/12, 1, 2, 3, let's go. Then from Archie, November 12th, let's see what happens today. Right, he posted white swans, a bunch of them. Get ready, guys. From Howard Moon on 12/11, 11/12 today. 5A9, let it skyrocket. Right, they're all ready for these ETFs. 11/12, Christmas early. Christmas came early. Today's date, 11/12, $33. Imagine that actually happens. He told us to expect the unexpected supernova, right, coming out to 923 timestamp, which comes out to 11/12 lunar. Okay, then from Mr. Poole, yes, on 11/12. Get ready. What's happening today as well? Breaking: the U.S. House of Representatives will vote on a bill to officially end the 43-day government shutdown at 7 p.m. So when you guys are watching this video, the government is about to reopen, okay, which beautifully ties in with everything else that's happening. 12/11, 11/12 today, the end is just the beginning. Mr. Poole told us shut down, right? In the month of November, they're about to reopen. Tomorrow, look at this, 11/3, right, for tomorrow's date, as well as Ripple's banner coming out to 11/3 right here, guys, multiple different times. 11/3 from Trump himself. This is all for tomorrow. XRP will add 5 trillion to market cap overnight, 11/13, tomorrow's date. So are you guys ready? Because I truly am. Hopefully tomorrow treats us well. I wholeheartedly believe it. The fountain for today's video comes from Alex Duckett. 11/11, the blindfold is about to get lifted up. Now, an age of ice. What is this? So face me, see ya.